and gentlemen, welcome back to another Dauntless video. It's Thales, Moustache here, and today I'm gonna show you guys the Skarn support meta build. So basically this build right here is 100% focused in support abilities and team gameplay. So if you're looking for a support build, look no further, this build right here is for you. So without further talking, let's jump straight into the build. So for the weapon you can use any of the Skarn's weapons. In this case I'm showing you guys the chain blades. Now both the chain blades and the war pike comes with +3 weighted strikes, while the sword, the axe and the hammer comes with +3 knockout king. But its unique effect is the same, which is dealing damage has a chance based on damage dealt to grant a stacking refreshing 40 health shield that lasts for 12 seconds. Now the good news is that this shield right here does not have an upper limit, and as long as you keep attacking the behemoth it will keep generating more shield and it will keep refreshing its duration. And if you get hit while the shield is on, the damage received is going to be deducted from the shield instead of your HP bar. So basically with the shield on, you're basically immortal. Now for the mods it doesn't really matter, just use whatever mod that suits your playstyle. And for the cell slots, in the case of the chain blades and the war pike, we're going to be using +3 weighted strikes and +3 guardian. Now if you're using the sword, the axe or the hammer, you're going to have to change the first cell slot. So in this case we're going to be using +3 knockout king instead, because they come with +3 knockout king. Now for the helmet we're using the Hellblade Casque, which comes with +3 Rage Hunter, and for the cell we're using +3 Cunning. Now for the chest piece we're using Hellblade Cuirass, which comes with +3 Molten, and for the cell we're using +3 Molten as well. Now for the gloves we're using the Light's Refuge, which comes with +3 Conduit, and for the cell we're using +3 Cunning. And for the legs we're using the Dance of the Swarm, which comes with +3 Conditioning, and for the cell we're using +3 Rage Hunter. And for the lantern we're using the Kolshai's Bloom, which has an instant effect that heals you for 10% of damage dealt during 8 seconds, and its hold ability is a forward dash in any direction that deals 750 Terra damage. And this lantern right here will be really good in keeping you healed through the fight and for mobility. Now for the cell we're using +3 Conduit. Now if you're really good at dodging, you can actually switch the cunning cells for predator cells. So in this case you're gonna have an additional +35% damage increased throughout the whole fight. But if you're having trouble while dodging, I suggest you guys keep the cunning cells because they will be active throughout the whole fight, regardless if you get hit or not. So now let's move into the perk summary. So here we have +6 Conduit that grants all slayers +25% attack speed for 8 seconds right after using the lantern hold ability. +6 Cunning that gives you 10% critical strike chance and 30% critical strike damage, or +6 Predator that gives you 35% increased damage after not getting hit for 15 seconds. +6 Knockout King that gives you +30% staggered damage, and after dodging through an attack your next attack deals +100% staggered damage, or +6 Weighted Strikes that gives you +40 staggered damage, and after dodging through an attack your next attack deals +400 staggered damage and allows some other attacks to interrupt behemoths. +6 Molten that whenever you deal damage it generates 3 Molten Hearts on a 16-second cooldown, granting immunity to burning and increasing attack and movement speed by 20%. +6 Rage Hunter that increases your damage by 40% versus enraged behemoths. +3 Conditioning that gives you +15 stamina regeneration. And +3 Guardian that applies 30% of your health shields to the nearest slayer for 15 seconds. Now a good side note about this build right here is that if you choose the slower weapons like the hammer and the axe, you will probably not trigger the Terra debuff, so you'll not be able to heal your teammates through that. By the way, you're gonna generate much more shields that are gonna be applied to the nearest slayer for 15 seconds, which is also pretty good. Now if you select the faster weapons like the chain blades, the war pike and the sword, you're gonna trigger the Terra debuff effect much more often, helping your teammates heal themselves. So it's pretty much up to you, just choose whatever weapon you prefer. So that's pretty much it for the build, guys. Now I'm gonna show you guys a small demonstration so you can see how good this build is in an actual fight. So thank you for watching, guys, and now check this out. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe for more Dauntless videos like that. So thank you for watching, guys, and until the next episode, see you!